Chapter 2. The Mecha Otaku Awakens. Sunlight dripped through the canopy above, casting an ethereal glow across the forest clearing. Kaido felt invigorated by the warmth, a stark contrast to the chaos he had just faced. His heart was still hammering from the encounter, but beneath the surface of that adrenaline-fueled euphoria simmered something deeper, a sense of belonging, of purpose. "Are you all right?" The girl with pale hair and crimson eyes stepped closer, her expression softening as she studied him. "That was incredible, but reckless. You shouldn't challenge creatures like that without understanding their power." Kaito blinked and ran a hand through the messy strands of his hair. I didn't really think, to be honest. It just happened. I felt this energy, and I called out. I've seen mecha shows for so long that it felt like I'd do anything." He was scarcely able to contain his excitement, eyes widening as the beauty of this new world settled into his thoughts like a tapestry being woven together. The girl's gaze deepened with curiosity, a small smile breaking through her initial tension. "You really are a strange one. I'm Lyra, by the way. It seems you might have a destiny intertwined with that arm. Not many can summon something like that." "Destiny, huh?" Kaido laughed lightly, though the weight of the word felt heavier than air. "Kaido's the name. I just wish I understood how I summoned it. I literally have no idea how I did that." Lyra gestured toward the fading remnants of the defeated beast. "Do you remember what you felt? That energy? It responds to emotions, to conviction. This world thrives on magic, a force that connects all things. If you want to master your mecha arm, you'll need to harness that energy and work with it." He nodded, processing her words slowly. He had always been fascinated by the mechanics of machines and magic alike, but the idea that they could coexist in this unfamiliar realm twisted his thoughts in unexpected directions. "So, it's not just about what I summon, but how I feel while summoning it." "Exactly. Your feelings empower the magic you wield," she replied, her confidence evident, though a trace of concern washed over her expression again. "But your arm isn't just a weapon. It's linked to the rising threat of the Bone Titans." Kaido felt a chill creep up his spine at the mention of the Titans. What are these Bone Titans?" "They were once mighty guardians of balance in our world, amalgamating magic and bone into forms most fearsome. But they fell into an abyss of neglect and decay," she explained, her voice steady yet tinged with sorrow. "An ancient evil has resurrected them, warping their essence to wreak havoc. Those who can wield summoning magic will either become a savior or a pawn in this unfolding darkness." "What about you?" Kaido asked, intrigued. "You seem to know a lot about all of this. What do you want?" Lyra's eyes flared with intensity as she took a step, closing the distance between them. "I seek to protect what remains of our world. I won't let the Bone Titans turn it into a crumbling ruin," she asserted. "And with your arm, perhaps we can stand a chance." Kaito could feel the fire in her spirit, mirrored vaguely in his own heart. "All right, I'll help you, but I have no idea where to start. This is all new to me." "Then we start with the basics. Training. I sense potential in you, Kaito, but you must learn to control it, channel it, if we are to stop the Titans." The prospect settled within. As they journeyed through the thicket, the forest painted a stunning landscape around them, revealing wildflowers bursting forth in violet and gold and towering trees reaching toward the sky. It was as if they were embarking on a quest through an enchanted realm, and every step stoked Kaito's excitement. Moments later, they arrived at the glade, the air heavy with serenity. An ethereal fog swirled gently around them, and the rays of sun broke through the trees in a mesmerizing dance. Tiny sparkling motes hung in the atmosphere like fireflies caught in a moment of suspended wonder. "Here we are," Lyra said, beckoning Kaito closer. "This is where I'll teach you about harnessing your powers." They took a moment to breathe in the tranquility before Lyra turned to him, her expression sharpening with focus. "First, we must establish a connection. Breathe deeply. Feel your heartbeat in rhythm with the world around you." Kaito complied, closing his eyes and inhaling through his nose. The enchanting environment swirled in his mind, and with every exhale, he reached deeper within himself. He envisioned the magic that had surged from within when he had confronted the beast, how the glowing energy had felt alive and warm. "Now," Lyra continued, her voice a soothing melody against the backdrop of nature, Let that energy arise within you. Visualize it as a flowing river, embracing and inundating every part of your being. Let the magic weave into your very soul. Images of the mechs he adored flickered in his mind, their shining armor and powerful forms sculpted by the imagination of creators much like him. The fervor in his heart ignited, and without thinking, he raised his hand. Instantly, the weight of magic surged, an electric pulse radiating from his fingertips and erupting into the air before him. The specter of the colossal arm appeared again, shimmering with ethereal light as it floated parallel to him. Kaido's heart raced. He had tapped into the current of his emotions. "Yes, feel it," Lyra urged him, her excitement palpable. "Command it with focus. Put intention behind every motion." As the arm took shape, Kaido could feel the echoes of the forest harmonizing with his magic, breathing alongside him. He began moving his hand, and the mecha arm dutifully mimicked his actions, a testament to their connection. He felt powerful, alive, as if he were a demigod in his own saga. "Now focus on a simple motion," she instructed. "Go through the motions of offense and defense." Kaido imagined a streamlined movement as he drew back, channeling energy into a punch, projecting it as the arm surged forward. The strike met a nearby stone, shattering it into debris. The power of the blow reverberated through him, a delightful thrill sending waves of disbelief cascading through his mind. "Good, very good." Lyra clapped her hands in delight, her laughter ringing out like chimes in the wind. "But remember, with great power comes responsibility. You must master your emotions, control them, or they'll control you." Her words resonated like a mantra. "Focus, focus," Kaido murmured to himself. He tried to bring precision to his next attack, directing the mecha arm to strike less intensely, to be more calculated. Kaido honed his movements throughout the afternoon, alternating between offense and defense. Every punch reflecting a struggle between control and instinct, a dance emerging from the very essence of who he was and who he wanted to become. As dusk deeps, it feels amazing, like I finally belong somewhere, like I'm more than just an otaku. "You have the heart of a hero," she said, genuine warmth radiating from her words. "But you'll need to accept that there will be challenges ahead, darkness that may test your spirit." Her tone dropped, a shadow passing over her features, but in that moment, it triggered Kaido's determination. "No matter what's ahead, I'm ready. I have to learn more about these bone titans and what I can do." Lyra nodded appreciatively. "Then we continue in the moonlight and beyond. Each day will bring new challenges and insights. And remember, the first step is belief in yourself and your power." They turned, leaving the glade behind, setting out into the night. Kaido felt the weight of hope and challenge intertwined, the intricate tapestry of fate drawing him into the heart of an epic saga. For the first time, he felt more than just a mecha fan. He was a part of this vibrant world. And as they moved ahead, braving the lingering shadows, whispers of awakening filled the air, a symphony strumming against the strings of destiny. The Bone Titans would rise, yes, but so would the courage of a mecha summoner. Kaido was ready to carve out his place amid the legends destined to unfold. The moon hung high in the sapphire sky, casting argent beams over the duo as they marched onward, ready to face whatever awaited them. As Kaido stepped beside Lyra, excitement and trepidation coursed through him, enveloping his spirit in a brilliant unknown. Here, in this realm of magic and mecha, adventures awaited, powerful foes lurked in the shadows, and the whispers of the Bone Titans promised a fate yet unwritten. Their journey had just begun.